Hey guys, this is Drew,
And Kim. Hello.
and we're making a video kind of telling our story about how we found each other, and just talking about, I don't know, AMBW, I guess, in general. Do you want to start, or should I?
You should start.
I should start, okay.
About how we found each other? Okay.
Well, we actually met through the BWAM site, not the Facebook group, but like the website. And it was right around this time last year, actually, but like right at almost a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kim is actually from Boston. I was living like in the Springfield, Massachusetts area, and so it really wasn't that far. It was like about an hour. So we talked for about a week, and then we actually met.
Yep.
And kind of took a chance, but I thought she was really, really pretty.
And I thought he was really, really cute and nice and sweet.
And well, thank you. But yeah, so we met and hit it off immediately, and we've been together ever since.
Yep. Yep.
It's been amazing.
And I guess how I met Drew, it was by chance because I was going to end my membership on the website, on the AMBW website, and I actually went on there to cancel it because I really didn't find anybody who I was interested in, or it worked, or it clicked, or whatever. So I was about to end it, and I saw his picture, and I thought, oh, he's cute. I'm going to give it a chance, and I did, and we talked 2 days later.
Yep.
Been together ever since.
We're both very different people. You can probably hear I have kind of a southern accent. I'm originally from Tennessee.
And I'm from Boston, Mass, so I had the Boston accent.
So, you know, it's we definitely sometimes get weird looks in people. We get a lot of people who, you know,
think we're adorable.
Who think we're adorable and praise us too. So I think it's mostly positive.
Yeah.
We're very different though too. We both are very different people.
I'm very much a city person. So
yeah, and well, not just like personality wise. Like, you know, Kim's actually a little bit taller than me. Obviously,
True.
you have. You know, she's obviously black. I'm Korean. You have, again, you know, I'm from the South. Kim's from the North, so that's something too. But I don't know. We make it work.
But we make it work.
Yeah.
And we're doing the long distance thing right now.
Yeah, we're actually in Tennessee right now,
yes.
So I ended up moving back for a lot of reasons. But we're doing it like this for a while. We'll see how long we actually do it like this before we're together. Yeah, so there's that. But it's kind of weird making a video. It's like I don't really know what to say, but
like boyfriend tag.
That's like kind of how we met, like in a nutshell. Yeah. Really. It's different too, because like, we were going to talk about, like, see, a little bit about me, alright? I was asked to make a video by the AMBWforLife, AMBW Love group on Facebook, about Asian guys and why Asian guys typically have, oh, I wouldn't say typically, a lot of times have problems dating. There's a lot of reasons. It can be a cultural thing. It can be a personal thing. I think guys in general are kind of can be clueless a lot of times, so that doesn't really help. But when you have that on top of language and cultural barriers, that adds to it. But it's different for me though, because like I was born in Korea. I was adopted though when I was only 3 months old. So I've been raised in the States. So I'm completely Americanized. I don't speak hardly any Korean. My parents are white. I'm very different, so I'm kind of a unique case. Kim.
This is so nerve-wracking. No,
it shouldn't be.
Me?
Yeah. I mean, like your background and
my background.
Yeah.
Very much a family that is very much mixed. So it's not a big deal to date outside your race because my whole family is very much of a mix of Colombian, Italian, Black. Cape Verde and things like that. So my mother never raised us to be, you know, you have to date a black person or you have to date this person. She just wants us to be happy, be in love, you know, things like that. So there was never really a problem. I think I'm not a person who's like, oh, I'm just dating Drew because he's Asian. He just happens to be Asian. But I didn't go out there with the plan to be like, I'm going to find myself an Asian man. I did go on the website because one of my friends suggested it. And I was just like, oh, I'm curious. I personally was getting off of one of the website for the fact that I did meet a lot of men, but it was, and I hate to say this, for the stereotypic reason, like experimenting with a black girl, or, you know, I'm going to try a black girl, or trying to get over on a black girl, kind of thing like that. And I was very disappointed, and I was just like, I'm off of here. I'm not going to play these games with people. Either you like me because you like me, not because, you know, oh, black girl, and I want to see what it is to be with a black girl. So to find, and I dated Asian men off of the website too, so I can't really say I needed the website.
But it helps though, because
it does.
Again, like when it comes to like because there are a lot of Asian guys who like black girls, or a ton. But and it's not so simple as like not everybody lives in a city or a part of the country where every day in your everyday life you might meet someone like that, guys and girls.
True.
So of course it makes sense. Like if you have a centralized place like that where people can meet each other, it's less intimidating. Is to oh here you are, real life.
True.
Go approach somebody. It can be hard for a lot of people. Either way, you and me was kind of different because we're kind of off the wall people.
Yeah.
Who really don't care about. We're really not intimidated by anybody. That's kind of that. We're kind of different, but
so it's just. I mean, it is hard, even in Boston, where you would think because it's a metropolitan area that it would be easy to find someone, especially Asian men, but there's a lot of cultural things where, you know, you don't really see. You might, if you're lucky, one or two Asian and black couples, but it's usually Asian women with Asian men.
Yeah.
Well, we were rare there too, where people just like, oh, you guys are together.
You mean Asian women with black men? But
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I know what you mean. Yeah. It's pretty common.
You rarely see a black woman with an Asian man, even in Boston. So I understand it's hard. It's a place for people to go on these websites and to find people you have something in common with, a common attraction, all that other stuff. I do find that. So,
Kim, lean this way just a there we go.
Yeah, can't see me. No.
It helps.
It helps.
You know, and plus help. Too, like, I see it honestly. This may sound a little crass, but doing stuff online, it's like kind of a good bullshit filter. You get to see pretty quickly without having to really invest a whole lot of time or money or of your own personal energy into somebody, where you can weed out the people who, they're just looking to get laid. They're just looking for this.
Do you though?
It can help.
Sometimes people can fool you.
Well, of course there's that, but in general, I think that's a good filter though. For me. I think so. So you're telling me, like, if you had these guys who message you and the first thing they do is ask for naked pictures of you, that right there.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely.
See, I think that's a good thing because in real life, people get played a lot easier. I mean, it works both ways, but for me, that's just my experience. You know, because there are a lot of girls who just want like an anime character for a boyfriend. They really don't care about having an Asian boyfriend. They want an anime character. So. That's not all the girls, but there's a lot.
There are some.
Same way there are a lot of these guys that
just want a black.
I don't know where they come up with some of the lines they come up with.
Woo!
I don't think they
girls,
have a book or an app.
And you know, ladies, you know. Where you're like, really?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. But, I mean, we found each other. Put all that aside. We found each other. And we love each other to death.
I do love Kim. Kim's awesome. Yeah,
and Drew's awesome. I
don't see, like, for me, one of the things I was asked to address was why do Asian guys a lot of times have a hard time dating? And like I was saying before, I know there are obvious things like the cultural barriers and stuff like that. I don't know though, honestly, that I have a black and white answer for you. Depends on the guy. I mean, it's, you know, this is still a relatively new thing. I mean, it's who's to say what it'll be like in the world is changing so quickly that who's to say what it's going to be like 10 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be that big of a deal. The same way, you know, like my niece, for example, is Blasian, and people I think that she's our daughter when we go out, which is awesome. But I mean, it's the more you kind of get out, you know, the more you kind of see that the world is a lot more diverse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though, like what do you think? I mean, if the guys you've dated who have been Asian, is there anything that to you is like a
I think a lot had to do with their parents, like how if you go with somebody who's very, 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 their family is very traditional, they are going to make you as the female who's not Asian prove yourself, like everything you do, how you take care of your parents, your relationship with your parents. A lot of things I got asked is, do you have a degree? Did you go to school? Did you do the... And I'm a teacher, so I think that helped a little bit where they were like, oh, she's not just running around. Like I thought I constantly had to prove myself. What is the other thing? The one guy I did go out with who... It depends, too. He was Chinese, and his mom was like, I can't. She's a very nice girl, but I can't. How would I explain if you had kids? How do I explain you? Kind of deal. She didn't hate me or anything. She just was worried about kids, culture, introducing me to relatives who were very traditional, things like that. He himself was very much about his family, so it became between Kim and his family, which, you know, I was like, well, your family is very important, so you work with that first. But that's what I found. I found if depending on, it's all about the individual, to tell you the truth. It is. Some people can't handle the being stared at or they think they can, but they can't.
Because it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna happen no matter how comfortable you are in a relationship. That's not your every day is not everyone else's every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, unfortunately, even though it's 2015, there's still a lot of ignorant people out there,
Mm-hmm.
and hateful people, and just jealous people. I think jealousy is the key word. But yeah, so you're gonna get stared at. People are gonna say things, you know.
And you definitely have to. If somebody says something, say. My motto is if you don't say anything at all, then they accept that that's how you feel. They accept you take the stereotypes they're seeing. They think if you don't say something about your relationship. I mean, I have coworkers who were like, oh, Kim plays Team Yellow because I have an Asian boyfriend. And right there I was like, that's so disrespectful and everything. Like, nip it in the butt kind of deal.
Yeah.
If it happens. Not everybody's going to love our relationship, but I'm not going to sit there and have you trash it either. So.
That's a good point. I mean, one thing I'll say is, I mean, again, why do Asian guys have a hard time? Not all Asian guys. There's plenty who are awesome, and really, you see them, and they're with amazing women, and you know, they're badass couples. There are plenty of badass couples who really don't care what anyone says. Like, I don't give a shit if you don't like me, whatever. But my advice to people who are like on the fence at all or feeling, I don't know, hesitant, you gotta just, I don't know, you have to just really not, it's your life. Mm-hmm. Do whatever you want. Do whatever's gonna make you happy. Mm-hmm. Don't let what other people think, you know, affect your happiness. It's your life. Mm-hmm. Don't let someone you really are interested in or care about slip away just because you're afraid of what other people think.